Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital teases that Josslyn Jax will press forward with a clever distraction, spinning a tale for Carly Spencer about an emergency in Australia. According to Josslyn, a friend of her grandmother's is facing a crisis, and she's needed overseas urgently. Carly, however, won't be so quick to buy it. Something about the sudden trip will feel off. Josslyn will do her best to keep the act going, suggesting maybe her mom was right all along about Vaughn. She'll claim she needs distance, space to clear her head and figure out what she really wants. Carly might actually warm up to that idea, thinking a break could be just what Joss needs to reset and refocus. But what Carly doesn't know is that Joss is not heading to Australia at all. She's secretly on her way to the Five Poppies Resort in Dalmatia, where she and Vaughn are about to take on a whole new role as newlyweds. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan is left rattled after hearing what sounded like Britt Westbourne's voice during a recent phone call tied to the same resort. That moment sticks with Jason and sparks something deep. He becomes convinced that Britt may actually be alive and hiding out there. Back at the resort, Britt herself will be blindsided by something, possibly a new clue that someone's getting closer to uncovering her secret. Could she sense Jason's presence before he even shows up? Elsewhere in Port Charles, Brooklyn Quartermain has some surprising news for Harrison Chase. She'll admit she's not ready to move forward with adoption. Not yet. Not until she figures things out with Giovanni Gio Palmieri. That bombshell will catch Chase off guard. Soon after, Chase will run into Gio and might try to gently steer him back in Brooklyn's direction. But Joe's not quite there. He's distracted by bigger concerns and a mission that could get dangerous. Gio will have taken it upon himself to do some digging while Emma Scorpio Drake attends a high-stakes lecture from Professor Henry Hank Dalton. Gio will explore the lab, hoping to find anything suspicious while urging Emma to keep their plan a secret. As this is unfolding, Rick Lansing will share a meal with Molly Lansing, who might bring up her frustrations, especially involving Cody Bell. And speaking of Cody, he'll meet up with Christina Corinthos Davis to get the latest update on their undercover scheme. Christina will deliver new instructions, ones tied to Ava Jerome and the seduction setup that's still underway. Cody may initially hesitate, unsure if he wants to go further with this plan. But Christina sweetens the deal with a hefty offer, an extra $10,000 for his cooperation. That's all it takes. With more money on the table, Cody is suddenly back in. At the same time, Ava will approach Alexis Davis with an intriguing offer. Ava insists she's about to do Alexis a major favor, and it might involve finding a way to reduce the cost of keeping secrets quiet. Josslyn Jax executes a risky WSB deception, fabricating an urgent Australia situation involving a family friend to explain her sudden departure to Carly Spencer. She hints that putting distance between Carly and Vaughn could clarify her feelings. Meanwhile, Carly becomes suspicious, unaware that Josslyn and Vaughn are actually headed to the luxurious Five Poppies Resort in Dalmatia to pose as newlyweds, all as part of her WSB assignment. Jason Morgan remains shaken after hearing Britt Westbourne's voice during a resort call, leading him to believe she's alive and at the spa. Britt herself is thrown off during the episode, suggesting she may soon realize Jason's suspicions are closing in. Brooklyn Quartermain blindsides Harrison Chase by revealing she won't adopt until she sorts things out with Gio Palmieri. Chase's stunned reaction highlights rising tensions in their relationship. Gio, meanwhile, enlists Emma Scorpio Drake in a clandestine mission while he explores hidden lab secrets. He urges her to keep his involvement secret, signaling rising stakes in the mystery surrounding Professor Hank Dalton. In Port Charles, Christina Corinthos Davis sweetens the deal for Cody Bell in her plot involving Ava Jerome, offering him an extra $10,000 to follow through on the seduction plan. With more cash on the table, Cody agrees without hesitation. Ava pitches a new proposal to Alexis Davis, promising to reduce the cost of blackmail payments, possibly pushing Rick Lansing out of the arrangement. The fallout from Ava's plan and Alexis's reaction could shake things up in Salem yet again. Having heard Jason's side of the story, Anna Devane seeks out Liesl Albrecht for answers, hoping to uncover Britt's status and medical history. She could be maneuvering to remove Rick from the equation entirely, which would shift the balance of power. Will Alexis be open to Ava's proposal, or will she decide it's too risky to trust her? And finally, Anna Devane will cross paths with Liesl Albrecht. After hearing what Jason had to say about the possible Brit sighting, Anna may start asking her own questions. She'll try to read between the lines, looking for anything Liesl might let slip about her daughter's true whereabouts. General Hospital teases a growing tension between Willow Corinthos and Michael Corinthos as emotions long buried begin to resurface. With Drew Quartermaine and Sasha Gilmore Corbin no longer in the picture, Drew was left stunned at the altar, and Sasha left town with young Daisy Corinthos Gilmore. It seems like the door may be opening for Willow and Michael to reconnect. One vulnerable moment could draw them back into each other's orbit, possibly even leading to a surprise twist in their story, such as the possibility of a new baby. But after all the betrayal, heartbreak, and emotional scars, the big question remains. Are they truly still in love, or would a child only add to the emotional chaos? Willow's breakup with Drew, triggered by his deception regarding Michael's supposed abandonment of Wiley Corinthos and his alleged falsification of drug tests, has left her emotionally shaken. Meanwhile, fans have been lighting up social media with speculation, many hoping that Willow and Michael may find their way back to each other. Without Sasha's influence in his life since her unexpected exit, Michael seems to be thawing toward Willow, especially now that Curtis Ashford dropped a bombshell about Drew's hidden affair with Nina Reeves. That revelation may be shifting Michael's perspective more than he anticipated. A moment of shared vulnerability. Perhaps one of those quiet, late-night conversations at the Quartermaine Gatehouse, a place filled with memories of their once happy life. In that emotional space, the sparks could very well fly again, potentially leading to an intimate slip, and yes, maybe even the beginning of another chapter in the form of a new baby. But is that what either of them truly wants? Or would it just complicate matters further? Fans are passionately debating whether Michael and Willow can recapture what they once had. Picture them alone, reflecting on joyful memories with Wiley and Amelia Corinthos. The visual of Willow's eyes growing misty while Michael's familiar, gentle touch brings forgotten feelings rushing back. That emotional moment might pave the way for something unexpected, something irreversible. Of course, all this speculation comes with a dose of caution. While a child could reconnect them, it could also bind them together for the wrong reasons, especially since trust between them remains shaky. And let's not forget the looming twist. Willow's holding on to a massive secret. She's the one responsible for the shocking baby switch. If that truth comes to light, it could change everything. Some viewers believe Michael won't fall back into old patterns so easily. But as he begins piecing together the full picture of Drew's deception, he might start seeing Willow in a more sympathetic light. After all, she was misled, just like he was. Still, their connection remains delicate. A third child, if one were to happen, could amplify the cracks instead of healing them, especially if they're coming together out of habit or loneliness, rather than genuine reconciliation. Would that new beginning feel forced, or could it truly rekindle the love they once shared? As always, General Hospital thrives on emotional complexity. So we're left to wonder, will those old feelings blossom into something real again, or will the possibility of a new pregnancy simply deepen a rift that hasn't fully healed? No matter how this story unfolds, one thing is clear, Michael and Willow's journey is far from over. And the next chapter could be their most dramatic yet. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.